Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how are you guys doing? Hi, Terry, welcome. Thanks for joining. So today I thought it might be fun to prep a little bit for Community Day. There's a lot of new pages that I know a lot of people have just prestiged, so a little bit of preparation would help. I know it helped me back in November. Good morning, Mama Weasley. Good morning, Dork Lourdes. How are you guys doing? Don't forget to post that you're live on social media. I posted that I was about to go live. I hope that works. I can always switch and post really quick. Go ahead and grab pen and paper if you want to prep with me. Basically what we're going to do is go through the registry to try to figure out which families will be best to prioritize first. Good morning, Fuel. How are you? All right. Posted onto Twitter. And I've got my own paper. And a little clipboard. And a pen. How are you guys doing today? Just know you forget sometimes. Yeah, I do. I'm trying to get in the habit of, like, when I'm setting up, go ahead and post that I'm going to be live in the next however long, just to give myself that less stress, because it's a lot to pay attention to. I'm trying to, like, focus on so many things. I decided to skip makeup today. I got a little bit too distracted for too long, and now my office is actually pretty warm. I'll probably have to take my jacket off in the next, like, 30 minutes or so. So I was like, okay, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Ooh, Community Day Play at Home Edition. Look what just popped up on my screen. On the 16th of May, complete special assignments by playing wizarding challenges from home. For 24 hours, you'll earn spell books, runestones, and more by taking the night bus into the fortress at Hogwarts Castle and completing wizarding challenges. I am going to pull up my achievements too, because I'm actually pretty close on a few. Need all the fortress foundables. Tried to prep, but it's like impossible. That's what we're going to do today. I did something that I feel like worked out last time back in November for myself to figure out which one was actually going to be best for me. As far as, like, yeah, you know what I mean. There's a lot of variables that go into play that you've got to just kind of decide on. Good morning, G. Peters. How are you? Thinking just focus on a family with a lot of fortress foundables, like Wonders of the Wizarding World or Legends of Hogwarts. Skipped makeup all month. I bet your skin loves you. I just had to order a bunch of new skincare products. Mine are running low, and I currently use Eminence, which is very, very expensive. So I'm switching to try Tarts out to see if that works just as well, because it's like half the price. And if it works just as well, then they're both supposed to be for sensitive skin, and that's why I have gone towards both of those brands in the first place. And now I'm having to do a lot more skin work since I'm doing this and putting my skin through a lot more wearing makeup all the time. We'll be done with your tree this weekend. Woohoo! That's exciting. My boyfriend's just about there too. I think he's on his last 2 skills. It's a very exciting point to be at. And the increased challenge XP and the fact that it was increased a few months ago in general, you guys will likely be getting books. If you're not maxed out on your challenge level, you'll likely be getting 2 books every single challenge if you are using a level 5 runestone in the Dark Chambers. Oh, nice. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. So, I think I will likely finish this defensive spells at the top. I only need to do 400 more Protegos, so I could see myself easily doing that this weekend. And then the same with using 26 more potions in the wizarding challenges. I think I will get that done. Greenhouses, you guys know, I'm not hitting greenhouses at the moment. Images placed, I think that's going to happen much faster for a lot of people right now because of the easier way to place images. I am placing images on all the gold pages, and I am considering placing images for like the yellow beam stuff that I see really, really often, and I know I will, I know that it won't be a huge deal if I miss some fragments and have to prestige those early because I see them all the time. And on the flip side, like, you don't want to necessarily just keep not prestiging, like the snitch. I should probably go ahead and click the snitch and prestige that, or place that image again, so that I can keep earning on that, because I think it'll be a lot longer before I can prestige that because of other things on the page. Wizarding level reached, you know, that's going to take a while, especially being up in the higher levels. We're all stuck on 13 for distinct spell casts, so don't feel weird. Everybody's at 13. Offensive spells cast and traces and wizarding challenges I'm quite far away from, but this weekend will probably help. Dark detectors, gotta wait for things to open back up. Elite foes, this weekend should help a lot with that, but obviously it'll still take a while. How are you guys doing on all these achievements? Are you close to me? Have you already completed some that I haven't? I've completed a fair few. Port keys opened, kilometers walked, potions brewed, foes defeated, wizarding challenges won, potions used in traces, inns dined at, spell cast successfully, friends listed, strategic spells cast, extimulo potions used, and masterful spells cast. I think these will likely always stay bronze. I don't see myself switching professions. I could, but I don't see myself doing it. Mystery items, we're all stuck at 45. Lesson plans completed for Magizoologist. I have to wait for a new one to be released for that one. And then I'm really bad at planting seeds, like really bad at planting seeds. But I need to go plant some scurvy grass before this weekend. And then brain elixirs, I think that's just, I'm not in a rush to finish that. I'm not just going to like waste Barufios just to get that achievement done. So, yeah. Potion ingredients found. I'm almost halfway there. And Magizoologist lesson plans, I am at the max for what I can learn right now. Hello, Chatons. Good morning. How are you doing? Completed pickup 28,000 ingredients a couple months ago. Ooh. I was really bad about picking up ingredients for the longest time. Now I'm trying to do it better, but it's just... I see a lot of Bobotuber Puss, and I just can't make myself keep deleting it. You know what I mean? I need to, though, for that achievement. I hope we'll get those new achievements soon. I know they put those achievements in months ago, and we were expecting them to drop, and then they just never did. It was, like, found in the code. The rewards are not attractive enough for me to work on any particular achievement right now. I feel that. I think at one point I was working hard towards one that would give me keys or unicorn hairs, but the rewards are pretty, they could be a little bit better for the work that goes into them. All right, do you guys have your pen and paper ready? We are about to start our prep lesson. Start prepping. All right. So first, what I like to do is write the category that I'm in. So for, sorry, I keep hitting my mic. All right. So I write a little abbreviation. So for care of magical creatures, I write capital C, lowercase o, capital M, capital C. And it pretty much just goes like that. If it's of type of word, then I just do it lowercase, and then the rest I do uppercase, and just a little letter to abbreviate which one it is. And then, so for this one, I pretty much have them memorized, so you can go along with me and I'll let you know which ones are challenge foundables. So for this page, it's going to be Hagrid's hut and the Abraxan horse. So for this Abraxan winged horse, I have 6 out of 21. So I'm going to go ahead and write 6 out of 21. And then right below that, I'm going to go ahead and write 7 out of 21 for Hagrid's hut. Then flip down. This page is the basic page for this family. Is just put below because that's the advertising page that they showed everybody, and they want that to be the first thing that people see. So that's why this page is one below. I know that bugs a lot of people. So this one does not have any challenge foundables. These can all be found on the map. On this page, it's just this little puffskin guy. So this is going to be 1 out of 14 for me. All right, next we're going to switch to the next family, and this is going to be capital D, capital A. And for the basic pages for all of them, so for all the families except Care of Magical Creatures, the basic page is the top page that's supposed to be achievable for everybody. These don't have any challenge foundables on them. They all have things that are just found on the map. So we're going to go to the second page down, Nocturne Alley, and for this one, the challenge foundable is the Nocturne Alley sign. So for me, I'm going to write, is that 8 or 9? That looks like an 8. 8 out of 14. There's no other challenge foundables for this page, so flip down, and then first it's going to be this Magic is Might statue. I'm at 5 out of 14. And then it's this Tom Riddle Senior's Gravestone. I'm at 3 out of 14. Am I going too fast? Let me know. All right. Next, flip over to the Hogwarts School, capital H, capital S. Kind of reminds you of high school for Hogwarts School. Flip down to the second page that has McGonagall on it, Moving Staircases. For this page, the challenge foundable is going to be the House Cup, or the Hogwarts House Cup. So for me, I have 13 out of 14 for this. Next, on the Great Hall, there are 2 on this page. It's going to be this Dumbledore's Owl Lectern, which I have 3 out of 14. And the House Hourglass, I'm at 1 out of 14. Then flip down to the next page, which is Moving Staircases 2. It has all of the different founders' portraits. This is the boar portrait on this page, the wild boar, and I'm at 2 out of 14. Next family, Legends of Hogwarts, capital L, lowercase o, capital H. Flip down to the second page. For this page, it is on the Potions Classroom. It's this advanced potions making book, and I'm on gold, and so that's 0 out of 25. The next page, we have 2 on this one. It's going to be the Flying Key. I'm at 13 out of 14 for this one. And obviously, that's my favorite foundable. And then this Queen chess piece, I'm at 12 out of 14. Worked hard towards the ones rewarding red books. Definitely me too. That one that was like 15 red books, that was a game changer. All right, next page we are on Room of Requirement 5. This one is the one with twins and Parvati and Angelina. And for this one, it's going to be Dumbledore's Army's list. The sign-up sheet, I'm at 1 out of 25. And it's going to be easy to tell what, especially since now they've made sure that they're all the same number, you can kind of look at the number and know what page you're on. So if it's whatever out of 25, you know that's going to be a gold page. If it's something out of 14, or something out of 21, then you know that's going to be a silver page. If it's out of 14, you know it's bronze. And then I only have one basic page. So this skiving snack box, that's out of 7. So if it's out of 7, then that's going to be a basic page. And you might want to prioritize the basic pages more, because that could be something that you've been sitting on for a while. And if you find those rare things, you're not going to want to have them go to waste, just in case this rollover feature is not permanent. All right, going back to, I was on Legends of Hogwarts, and we just did Dumbledore's Army sign-up sheet. So now we're going to the Yule Ball Great Hall page. This page, it's going to be the Yule Ball program, and that for me is at 10 out of 14. And finally, we have the Hogwarts grounds with all of the Marauders, the young Marauders, and the unfinished Marauders map for this page is the challenge foundable, and I'm at 5 out of 14. All right, how are you guys doing? Able to keep up with me? Am I going too fast? Next, we are going to the Ministry of Magic. In other words, Mom. But with a capital M at the end too. All right, flip to the second page, and for this one, we just have this Founder of Magical Brethren statue, and for me, since I just prestiged that, it's at 0 out of 14. The second page, we have 2 on this one. It's going to be the Ministry's Visitor Entrance, which I'm at 2 out of 14. And the second one is going to be this Wizengamot Accusation Chair, and that's, for me, 0 out of 14. All right, next we are going to the Magizoology. You're going to do yours later. Totally understand that. All right, so Magizoology, this is how mine is looking so far. I messed up a little bit, so I scribbled it out right there. But yeah, so now I'm going to switch to the other half of the page. Just going to put a capital M, flip to the second page, and I was already on the second page. Threw me off because it was gold. I'm not used to being on gold for Pickett's page. So for this page, the only challenge foundable is the Murtlap, which I'm at 22 out of 25. Thanks to all those porkies. And then the third page, the New York City page, this one has 2. It's the Thunderbird and the Alchemy. So for the Thunderbird, I'm at 0 out of 21. And for the Alchemy, I'm at 1 out of 21. Next, family, we are on Magical Games and Sports. M-Gas. All right. Switch to Hogwarts Quidditch Pitch, the second page. For this one, it's just these stands, the Quidditch Pitch stands. I'm at 0 out of 14 on this one. Next, we have the Triwizard Maze. For this one, it is 2 things. First, we have the Triwizard Cup. I'm at 0 out of 14 for this one. And the Quidditch Through the Ages book. Technically, I've got a star for this one, so I should put 14 out of 14, or I could put 0 out of 14. This is a new feature, so that one's a little bit harder. Just do whatever you think, or I'm kind of treating it like I'll be able to carry it over at the moment, so I am going to just go ahead and like, okay, I'm excited that I got that fragment. I'm not going to be upset at a repeat fragment for those. So for me, I'm going to write 0 out of 14, because once it's shimmery again, I won't click it again until I prestige and figure out if this feature is permanent. All right, on the last page, it's just this Gryffindor Quidditch banner. I'm at 0 out of 14. Looks like that's my stance for the whole family. And I only have that one finished, this one, because of the Brilliant Event bonus tasks. All right, next we are on Room of Requirement 2 on the Mysterious Artifacts family. So, Ma. Hey, Ma. So for this one, switch down to Dumbledore's office, and on this page it's just one. It's going to be the Gryffindor sword of Gryffindor, which I'm at 0 out of 14 since I just prestiged. All right, the next page we have 2 on this page. It's going to be this cursed opal necklace. I'm at 7 out of 14, and Sirius's motorbike. I'm at 2 out of 14. All right, next family. We are on Wonders of the Wizarding World, or WOW. Wow. All right, for this one, switch down. This page we have 1, and it's going to be the night bus. I'm at 9 out of 14 for this one. If you're ever really, really confused and you want a quick reference, look right under the night bus where it's just like a blank space. There's a blank space between the night bus and prestige level to bronze, where it says that. Whereas if I click over to, say, the Whomping Willow, it says emergency. So that lets me know that it's going to have a red beam out in the wild, and it's going to be something that I find on the map. This works for everything that's on the regular family. It doesn't work for ones that are on the Brilliant pages. But that's an easy way to reference, like, okay, is this something that's a challenge foundable or not? All the challenge foundables don't have any kind of level as far as severe, emergency, high, anything like that. Heading out to go get lunches for the kids. We'll be listening but not watching chat. All right, thank you so much, Mama Weasley. Hope lunch goes well with the kiddos. Just realized Mom is wow upside down. That's very fun. Must look weird on your page. All right, next we have the King's Cross Station. For this one, we have 2 challenge foundables. So for this, it's got the platform 9 3/4 sign, which I'm at 4 out of 14 for, and the Hogwarts Express engine. I'm at 3 out of 14. All right, next page down. This page is just the Skiving Snack Box page. Or the Skiving Snack Box on this one, and I'm at 2 out of 7. And then finally, we have the big O for oddities. Are your event pages showing unknown foundables once placed again, like the task foundables? Can you word that differently? I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. I did have, unfortunately, my dang page, as you see for this one, it's at 0 out of 1. I can't click on it. Oh, it looks like it did go back to just... That's unfortunate. You would think that it would still... Do all of them do that? No. That's weird. I really don't like that that's not 1 out of 1. That's a frustrating bug. And I didn't get the text for it, so I missed whatever the brilliant dialogue was for that foundable, which is frustrating. All right, really quick, let's finish this off. Back on oddities, there's only 2 for this whole entire family. We've got the centaur bow on the very first basic page. This is the only basic page that does have a challenge foundable. And that's because oddities are just an exception in general to most family rules. So for this, I'm at 8 out of 25. And then on the second page, it's the horned serpent egg, which I'm at 0 out of 25. I really wish they would add these other dragon eggs in. It would be nice to add more things just for oddities, because I know a lot of people are likely done with these pages or will be done soon and won't have a reason to battle in the oddities family at all. So if they could just add these dang dragon eggs from the regional pages, because they're really, really hard to get out of port keys, then that would be amazing. I hope they fix it too. They did say that that's a known bug. However, the rest of them are supposed to work like that. So if you go into your news section and you go to the Brilliant event listing, did they take it down? Oh dear. Okay. Well, you know how when they post on here the different all the different things. Let me find it really quick, because I know that they have it on their website. And it looks like this in the game when it's actually in the game. I'm surprised that they removed that so quickly, but also not surprised. All right. Here we go. They don't have it listed here. In the game, they have it listed where they have like each foundable, and they're like, this is a brilliant map foundable. This is what you'll get from the challenges. This is what you'll get from port keys. There are some that say tasks next to them, and they have said that the task ones are not supposed to work like that. However, the rest of them are. So if you want your page to look shiny, if you want them all to look like this, you will have to do at least 10 port keys. I have 5 extra ones for Nearly Headless Nick. You'll have to do at least 6 challenge. No, I have more rune stones. But like, don't do that. Don't tap it. You just I have more rune stones. So for the runestone ones, you just have to keep battling, keep hoping. Make sure you get plenty of runestones so that you can keep battling them out and get it shiny. But it's a little bit frustrating. I don't want to have to do 30k every single brilliant event when things get back to normal. But we'll see. Might end up spending a lot of coins on keys. Oddities are odd. Has anyone actually gotten a dragon egg from Porky? I have, but not in a long time. It's been a while. Alright, so let's look at our pages really quick and get back to this so that you can decide kind of where you want to go. So what I kind of did was figured out how many total I would need to finish all of them for a family, because it's going to be random what you're going to get. So if you have a lot in one family that's finished and you only have one that's not, I would honestly not do that family. So say you're on the Dark Arts family and you have both of them for Tom Riddle's page, but you don't have the Nocturne Alley sign. I would probably wait until you prestige that and you need them all again. That's just personal. Obviously, listen to your own heart. Do what your play style is. If other people give advice that you think resonates with you more, of course, follow that. But personally, I don't necessarily want to risk wasting a bunch of runestones on fragments that I don't need. And of course, this system changes too, since we have these stars and the potential of carrying over that we don't know if it's for sure or not. But for this page, I need all 3 of these. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a prime family to work on because no guaranteed fragments would go to waste. So for me, also oddities, I'm not prioritized on that because these are already both gold. So there's no reason for me to finish them and try to prestige it again. It's already at its max thing, so once I get those placed, they're placed forever. And then I can just keep working on them if I want to keep placing those stickers, but it's not holding me back from anything. I do really think that working on the basic pages is best because they are basic. They usually have stuff that are on the map that you can get more easily. And it's going to, overall, I'm trying to figure out how to explain what I'm picturing in my mind. Let me take a sip really quick. My throat hurts. Good afternoon, Chris. It is still morning for me for about 20 minutes. On runestones, how do they affect the fortresses? Can definitely talk about that really quick. So the different families are going to affect just which guaranteed family foundable you get. So since they are guaranteed in Tower 3 and above, it doesn't matter if you're using a level 1 runestone or a level 5 runestone or any in between. That never affects anything. The runestones also do not affect what foes you get. So if you're trying to get an achievement like the 10 formidable pixies, using your oddities runestones will not help you get those pixies. It's still just going to be random chance. The biggest thing is first choose which family that you want to work on. So that's why we did at the beginning of this live stream, if you jumped in a little bit late, we did lists where we went through each family and wrote down all of the different challenge fragments that we have. You can always go back and rewatch that and go through with me because I point out which foundable on each page is your challenge foundable. So figure out which family you want to work on first. And then if you're really trying to work on challenge XP, the level 5 runestones, basically each runestone gives you a multiplied amount of challenge XP. So if you want to get the most challenge XP that you can, use a level 5 runestone. But it's going to be a little bit of a waste to try to use those in lower chambers because the higher up in chamber you go, it's also going to affect it. So if we go in here, it actually kind of shows you. So this little symbol right over here, you see that where it says rewards? That tells you how much challenge XP you're going to get base. So that's off of a level 1 runestone. And as you see, as you go up higher in chamber levels, that number increases. And it especially gets higher once you get up to Dark 5 compared to like Ruins 5. So if you're at Ruins 5, you're only going to get 26 base challenge XP versus Dark 5, you're going to get a base of 450. And then the runestone number is going to multiply that and help you get a large amount. I cannot tell you the exact amount that we'll get on Community Day because I don't know how much they're increasing it by. But right now, I believe you can get around 2,600 challenge XP in a Dark 5 chamber with 5 people and using a level 5 runestone. The amount of people matters. If you can have all of them your friends, that helps. It's a bunch of multipliers. So first, it's what runestone, or it's what chamber you're in. Then it's what runestone you're using. The other pillars, runestones, don't affect your challenge XP. They could use a level 1 runestone. It won't change how much challenge XP you get. Then it's however many people are in the chamber with you. Then it's how many of those people are your friends. And all of those multiply and add in together to give you whatever the challenge XP is going to be. And if you are super, super new to the game, your challenge rank is a little bit higher of a max than a typical family rank. This can go all the way up to 150. It maxes out at 3770 on challenge XP. So I'm not sure if it'll be increased to where if you use a level 5 runestone and dark 5 with 5 people who are all friends, potentially you'll get 2 books every single battle on community day, but potentially not. It's just a matter of how much they're deciding to do the multipliers. But this challenge rank, I believe, increases by, it's either 20 or 40 points every time you increase it. So that's why it takes a little bit longer every single time to get more and more red books, and it's not a consistent every single time you do a battle you get 2 red books like it was at the beginning of the game when you first started, because that challenge, the amount of XP it takes keeps getting higher and higher all the way until you hit challenge rank 150. And then all of these pages correlate with the chambers. So the lower ones correlate with the lower chambers. You have to go into the ruins chambers to get these fragments. And then as you go up in chambers, you go up in the rewards. So all of these wands you get from dark 5 and the dark chambers. These are somewhat dark, somewhat forest, and there's an exact chart if you want to go look. Orange Wizard on Instagram or Orange Heart on Twitter. I recommend Instagram because it's got all of the photos, easy for you to just scroll through and try to like look at just the photos instead of any kind of tweets or other updates. On Twitter he does Pokemon Go stuff too, so it's a little bit more to scroll through. But he has a chart that lists where to find all of those, I believe. And if he doesn't, there are definitely charts around there. You could go on to Reddit, either of the Wizards Unite Reddits, and you can just search for challenge foundable or challenge rewards list, and you can figure all of that out. They have so many charts out there on Reddit, and it's pretty easy to find if you're looking in the right place. So for me, feel free to ask any more questions, by the way. Dragon eggs were import keys during FanFest. Yeah, and they were import keys on Dragon Day, right? And then again, I think they were import keys for both Dragon Days too. Going to work on magical games and sports because I suspect that there will be an event at the end of the... Yes, that's another thing. This, I think I mentioned that in my last stream, but it doesn't hurt to mention it again. They keep teasing an event at the end of the month. We don't know exactly what it's going to entail, but teaser images that I've seen have shown this particular Quidditch Harry. So if you want to be able, if you don't already have stars on both of these, like I've only got a star on this one, so I really need to work on the star for this Triwizard Cup so that I have an easier chance of making it to gold if I want to for that. I think it's going to be a 2-day event after this next brilliant event. Sure, no problem. So thank you, Chatons, for pointing that out. I definitely need to be working on this page. And magical games and sports. Yeah, I have got 0 out of 14 for all of these, so it wouldn't hurt for me to work on this family in general because I need fragments for every single one of them. Another thing that you can do, if you're still not sure what you want to do, is go ahead and look. So for this page, for McGonagall's page, it's the only thing that I need to prestige is this challenge foundable. So that would be something to prioritize a little bit more because McGonagall is pretty rare. I would not want to accidentally waste one of her fragments, if that makes sense. Again, don't know how this carryover works, but it helps to just go ahead and look. Like this is another one that's being held back by the challenge. I know this one is another one where these are all being held back. All 3 pages are being held back by just the challenge foundable, and it would be very helpful to work on that page and be able to start working on catching everything from that page again for a whole other level. This page, not so much. It'll probably take me a little while to get some more pensives. This page I very well could work on because I'm only 1 away on this, on these omnioculars. Why did I say 1 away? I'm 10 away. That looked like a 19 to me, but I'm not holding my phone up super close. Good morning, Amy. So yeah, feel free to ask me any more questions. I'm definitely going to be streaming on and off all day on Saturday to try to help you guys get through this. I might stream a little bit on Friday to try to help people that are in earlier time zones. I don't know why I didn't think about that on Monday. I can just stream on Friday still and still help people that are already in their community days. So yeah, it should be fun. Especially to be able to do it a little bit more coordinated than the typical night bus battle. But I'm definitely excited. Currently, this is where my books and scrolls are. As you guys know, I have a goal to pass my green books with red books. So we'll see how close I get. I'm already doing pretty good. Hello, Mr. Halsey. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Looking forward to Saturday. Me too. It should be fun. I'm definitely going to have plenty of energy drinks to help keep me going. I'm thinking I'll stream like 2 hours on, and then I'll take a break for like an hour or so for my voice. And to, of course, like have my boyfriend drive me around and restock on energy so that I can help more people. I think it'll be a pretty intense day energy-wise. Good morning, Brendan. Can't hang around, just popped up to say hello. Heavy meeting day for me today. Hope the meetings go well. Thank you. So sweet of you to pop in. Energy drinks and spell energy. Lots of energy. So much energy. Energy for me and energy for my little wizard girl. I'm excited for us to get new lessons, though. I can't imagine that we won't be getting new lessons soon. They're doing this. First, they just gave us the night bus. And then they're giving us this day surrounding the night bus and with increased challenge XP. And there are a lot of people that are finishing up now. I think we have to get new lessons. And if I had to guess, I would say we would get them for the 1-year anniversary. I think that might be something like, instead of us getting a fan fest for the 1 year, I think we might get new lesson plans. Kind of like a school year would work. Reminds me a little bit of how Hogwarts Mystery is working too. So, at least to my knowledge, I don't play Hogwarts Mystery. It made me very angry. Gotta go. Grandkids requiring attention. Oh, definitely give those grandkids a huge hug and so much attention and love. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this is going to be just a quick stream. I'll probably wrap it up here soon. My voice is a little bit sore. And the temperature is warming up. I think my office is likely going to need the AC turned on soon. Oh, shoot. I gotta sneeze. Hit the mute in time. Whew. Sometimes my sneezes are like scream sneezes, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill everybody's ears. Oh, but I hope this helped. That's basically what I do to figure out what I want to use, is I map it all out easy so I can see like which family really, really needs to be worked on and which family doesn't as a whole, since it is just so random. Good morning, Lee. Can only talk for a bit while I finish documentation for work, but I wanted to pop by. So sweet of you. Good morning. Or good afternoon for you. We're talking about Community Day, which Are you going? We need to talk. Everybody make sure to go check out Lee. She is such a sweetheart, and so, like, she's been there for me a lot recently, and yeah, go check out her channel if you have not before. Such a sweet soul, and we are very, very similar. So if you like me, chances are you'll like Lee. So yeah, just like look at how it's very obvious to me that my Quidditch magical games and sports family is the one that needs to be worked on. It's at 0 out of 14 for all of them. So not a fragment will go to waste. Ironically, I think that's what I worked on last time too, when there were more guaranteed challenge fragments or some sort of challenge XP increase. Yes, definitely need to talk about Community Day. Can't stay today. We'll watch stream later and get ready for Saturday. Sounds good. Thank you so much for stopping by. And it was good to see you here in chat. Good morning, Killer X. Hi, hello, how are you? We're getting close to the end of the stream, but I think it's a good rewatch to prep for Community Day. At least I hope. I know... Let's see. So another thing to look at is just how many runestones you have in that family. I think I should be pretty good. It looks like I will mainly be using level 4 runestones, but if I need to, I have an easy list right next to me that I'll be able to check throughout the day and see which other families would like. This is basically just giving yourself something easy to reference so you don't have to keep scrolling back through and hurting your brain and figuring things out. Of course, you still want to do that a little bit throughout the day, like maybe halfway through the day, go back through and update your numbers and tallies and see if you should switch up your game plan. Because the first time it was only for 3 hours. There was a very short amount of time to be working with, but now it's 24 hours. So you should have time to work on a lot of different families, especially if you're able to get energy from home easily. It should be a really, really productive community day for everybody. I know, I'm definitely excited about it. Oh, still so many of those dark arts runestones from that Halloween event. Definitely will rewatch. Good idea with writing things out. It helps a lot to just see it right there. So, yeah. This was a fun stream. So my plan right now, I think, is to stream a little bit on Friday to help some of you that are on the other side of the world and have an earlier community day. And then mainly streaming again on Saturday. So I'll be saving up my energy, trying to get my voice prepped and ready. And my energy prepped and ready. And I think what I'm going to do is work on a video to try to get uploaded before then in exchange, since I am trying to do the 7 days a week thing. If I can't, I'm not going to beat myself up over it, but if I can, that's the goal. Especially since you guys, as soon as I finished that stream, the sun came out. I was like, I'm trying to beat the rain. And it rained for like 40 minutes, and then it immediately turned to sunshine. And I was like, but I needed the clouds. No. But we're supposed to have storms for the next 2 days. So I think tomorrow morning I can get out before it starts raining at noon. As long as the weather behaves, because the weather does not like to stay as predicted here in Colorado. But if it does, then I'll finally get through these. I need to reopen one of these from the most recent Brilliant event. But I'm excited. Really excited to try to go outside of a few of these locations. Oh, so sweet of you, Lee. Thank you. It's always so sweet of you guys to hit the like button. It helps my video get promoted to more people, both on my sub list and off. So I very, very much always appreciate it. What's that, Mandy? Oh. Hi. Oh, you made... Okay, sorry. The exclamation points made me read that in a completely different... I thought that was like... I almost thought it was foreign. Hi, you finally made a live stream. Hello, how are you? If you worked this morning, I hope work went well. Hello, Sinclair. What'd you miss? So, it's definitely a good rewatch if you want to go back and rewatch once I'm done streaming. But basically what we did was we made charts. We went through, we did like a little abbreviation. So like this is Care of Magical Creatures, COMC, this is Magizoology, and we went through and wrote down all the different fragments for each of the different challenge foundables. So if you go back and rewatch, I let you know which ones are the challenge foundables, so it's easy to just keep up with me and write down which fragments you have. And then you have an easy list to reference all day community day to figure out which family you want to work on. And you can be like, so for me, it's very obvious. I'm at 0 out of 14 for all of my magical games and sports. So if I'm working on that family, there are no fragments going to waste, versus some other families where I have some more filled in. I might fill those out quickly and not be able to prestige immediately, and those might go to waste. So yeah, definitely. Thanks. It's a really fun thing to do. It's nice and easy to reference. And then the only other thing I recommend is just seeing if any of them have like one fragment away from helping you prestige. So for me, I know that I have this McGonagall page. I only need one more of this House Cup, and then I'll be able to prestige the entire page. Same thing with this family, Wonders of the Wizarding World. I may have some fragments for it, but all the other foundables on that page already have green stars on them. So I should probably try to work on those because I will be able to prestige those. And it's all of those in that family that are being held back by challenge foundables. So again, it's one of those that you don't have to worry about things going to waste, because as soon as you know you've placed it, you should be able to go prestige. It's trickier for the ones that have 2 on them. Like, it's very, very frustrating, I swear. These ones that have 2, you'll finish one, and then you'll just keep getting that one, and you'll never get the other. Those cases, I'll definitely switch to a different family. I'll just reference my list and be like, okay, which other family can I switch to? Because obviously this family is not working in my favor today. But it's fun to know that you're going in with more of a plan, and you don't have to worry about even backing out of the night bus. Like if we're battling together, you don't have to worry about backing out of the night bus back to the map and looking at your registry to figure out what you need to work on. You can just pick up your chart and be like, okay, I can work on this other family. And it's the whole family listed so that you don't have to worry. It's just, yeah. This is what I did for the last one. I'm sorry. I'm getting to that point. My throat is definitely like, stop talking. I don't think I talk this much in normal live streams. This was a lot like my little rapid fire. This is how you use potions and wizarding challenges from the last stream, which I need to clip and probably just upload by itself. So true. I hope to see you guys on Saturday. It would be really fun to get to battle with all of you and help everybody actually finish. I will say one thing that I didn't notice when we were looking at it on Monday, they actually listened to us for this one. If you guys remember the community day back in November, I think that was the very first community day that we got tasks on. And I know everybody loved that we got tasks, but the tasks had people go all the way up to a specific level, and I think it was like Forest 5. And if you didn't get to do all the way up to Forest 5, you didn't get to complete them at all. But this one, let me find it really quick. This one is different, and I feel like they really listened to what we were saying last time. So we actually have 4 different categories, and they're pretty obtainable. Like, you can go all the way up to the tower levels and you won't get any books, but you'll still get a bunch of scrolls and still get a bunch of energy. And then if you make it through part 3, you'll at least get 3 red books. And then if you make it through part 4, then you get 100 coins and 4 red books. Like, they really did listen with increasing the rewards and changing them so that people feel more accomplished. And I feel like this is better. If people can't finish all 4 parts, at least they could finish 2 or 3 and feel like they got something from the day. So I'm very, very happy that they did that. Made a list for the last guaranteed Runestone event, but now I need everything since I prestiged early from the update. Me too. Need everything. There's a lot of things, like, if I do look at this Magical Games and Sports page, yes, I do need all of these, but I also need like 4 more of Ron. So I could get that quickly, or it could take me a few weeks, you know? It's not ready like those ones on Wonders of the Wizarding World. I did get Quidditch Harry at home yesterday. I'm definitely seeing the increase in rare spawns, and I do hope to do Dark Detectors soon before it gets too warm. I don't know, Mama Weasley. We could do some social distancing, sit in your car and do Dark Detectors together. Same, Sincere. I lost a lot. I almost feel like maybe I didn't lose some, but then by tapping on them when they were shiny, I lost them. You know what I mean? They really needed to explain to us what was happening more in depth before just dropping it on us, because even if it had rolled out perfectly smooth, I think a lot of people still would have messed up by not understanding what the changes were and what was going on. We had to do a lot of just experimenting and random tapping and random risking of things to see how things worked, and that's not right. Just got Quidditch Run at home. Ooh, Wild Spawn, nice. 19 out of 13, so not catching him. Yeah, I don't blame you. Does it reset when you catch him still? I don't know. I know that was a bug. I don't think it's necessarily doing that, but I don't blame you for not risking it. This page also, I'm at 0 out of 14, but Hermione is likely going to take me a while to get. And same with Seamus. Although I am seeing Seamus a little bit more now. Did anybody call him Seamus when you were growing up and reading it as an American child who was not familiar with Irish names and spelling? I was like, oh, it's Seamus. And then watch the movie, it's Seamus. Oh. Whoops. Oops. Zeroed out on Hagrid too. The Care of Magical Creatures family in particular is known to be bugged at the moment. Didn't know not to click. Hagrid was the first one I clicked too, and I was like, dang, of course, because he's on that first page. If that very, very first page were just this basic one, we would not have like risked all those. Like, that's the first page we see, and we're like, oh, it's shiny, I want to tap. At least me. I agree, Gita. They also need to remember that not everyone who plays the game follows social media. I mean, a good majority do. Yeah, for sure. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that don't. And the in-game notification, I know that they said that it went out as soon as they realized that it was bugged, but it's still just, I'm eagerly anticipating whatever they say they're going to do for people to make up for this. Still not happening. Had it happen yesterday where it removed the extra I had. Still happening. No. Okay, I guess I'm glad I've been running from things that I notice I have extra fragments of, but that's Care of Magical Creatures is known to still be bugged. The other ones should work, but that's not cool. I hope that doesn't work that way for challenge foundables. Like, if you have extra challenge foundable fragments, you guys, check that. Check which families you might have extra challenge foundables of. And if you really don't want to risk it, don't use that family. I don't know for sure. I'm just going to say that. I really do not know anything for sure. But if you don't want to risk it, just don't risk it. Kind of like everything else in life right now. They just have to make us all so much more anxious. It's all a game. Media and even less watch YouTube. Wish they all did. Yeah. I wasn't checking social media to see if I could prestige and do things that I was told I should be able to do. I was like, oh, here's the update. I guess I can do it now. To the point where you're not placing anything until you have the whole page ready. I'm placing things on gold pages. Was that somebody that just screamed? I've got loud neighbors sometimes. The children should be out right after lunch. I am thankful that they have online school, keeping them in the mornings. It helps with these streams. But yeah, if you look, like this Weasley's clock I just placed because it's on the gold page. But I haven't placed the bludger or any of these yet. I don't like feeling anxious about a game. Just explain things. Let us know what's going on. It'd be easier if we had a way to communicate if everyone did, but realize not everyone has this time for that. It would have been nice if they just, like, I don't know, turned the game off once they realized that it was a thing. Like, okay, we're turning all the servers off, we're fixing this, we're reverting it. I understand that that's hard, though. Hello, Emilio. Welcome. Good morning. And welcome back, Mama Weasley. I am back to catching everything. I'm just at this point like, okay, done. Good morning, Slytherin Marauder. Just finished a final, taking a mini break to watch. Oh, I hope the final went well. Wondering if this has been happening to anyone else, but I've been feeling unmotivated to do community days. Any suggestions for this? I know we had a lot of fun. Slytherin Marauder and I usually get together for community day and play together. And since all of this has happened, actually since like February, since I was sick with everything, we have not been able to get together and play together. I don't know if we even got to for January, because I think my boyfriend was sick for that one, and then I was sick for February, and then lockdown hit by March. Or they canceled March, and then by the time we had everything again, it was I don't know what to tell you. Maybe join my stream, and that might help, since I'm going to be streaming for this one and trying to battle with people. But as far as motivation goes, does anybody else have any kind of advice? Same, community day is rough. Yeah, it just doesn't feel quite as community oriented. It's different because we don't have that 3-hour time crunch that, one, gets everybody playing around the same time in your area, and two, just, it's, I know for me it's more justifiable. It's like, okay, yeah, I can take 3 hours out of my day for this one thing that's only going to happen for 3 hours this one particular day. But when it's 24 hours, ow, I just popped something in my leg. Ow. Yeah, when it's 24 hours, it's like I find myself taking my time more and then wasting some time and waiting and like, okay, I've got 24 hours. I can just wait and do this. And then by the time I do it, I'm either too tired to keep going or I'm like, oh crap, I waited too long. And now I can't do what I wanted to do. I know for the Weasley one, this last one, I was not motivated because I see them a lot. So it was not like anything super, super special. It's not like Pokemon Go where you can try to get a shiny and you can try to get like a really good 100% IV Pokemon where it's like, so in Pokemon they have IVs which kind of let you know how strong it is. So if you have a 100% IV Pokemon, it's considered perfect in all its stats, and it would be like a maxed out skill tree kind of Pokemon versus catching one that's only always going to be at half of a skill tree power equivalent. So in Pokemon Go, what you do is you keep trying to catch them until you get that one that is equivalent of a maxed out skill tree if you were to go ahead and max that Pokemon's power out. I'm trying to relate it to Wizards terms, but that's basically a good motivation for a lot of people is you're like, oh, I can try to get that one that's going to be perfect and it's going to have the different color scheme, so it's going to be unique and everybody's going to find it more special. It's more of like that community, I get to show this off type of motivation versus this game. I was motivated for Pickett because I never see Pickett and I really, really wanted to get him finished so that I didn't have to worry as much. But there's no perfect IV. There's no, unless it's a rarer thing in your area, it's not going to be super, super special. And then for this, it's challenges. So it's either going to be finding motivation and trying to grind out red books because the challenge XP is going to be increased, or trying to find the motivation and trying to finish challenge fragments, since they are going to be guaranteed challenge fragments in Tower 3 and above. If there are pages that you're like, this is taking forever, and you get frustrated by grinding and not getting any kind of challenge fragment at all, that might be motivating. Otherwise, yeah, this game, without the community aspect, I feel you. It's a little bit harder. Zoe said it best, 2 words, forced update. That's what should have happened. Yeah, totally agree. Had my books and jokes full on gold, then I clicked them in anticipation of community day. Went up 10 levels in challenge. Wow. That's amazing. Live stream helps a lot. Just watched Lynette's last time and we did tonics together. Aww. That's super fun. Going to try to meet a friend on the night bus at midnight. That's fun. I love that. Chatons, I agree. The live stream last time helped loads. Felt a lot more like a community day. Glad you guys had that. I like it and I hate it because I can plan around my kids' schedule to play, but I also feel like I burn out and I'm more tempted to pick up my phone all day, pulling me away from my kids. Hard balance. That is a very hard balance. I'd like to see them make something equivalent to the shiny in Pokemon. Our brilliant just isn't the same because you know it's going to be there. Yeah, I agree. It's a very different, very, very different thing. I think the biggest thing in this game is like, oh, I finished my skill tree, or I finished this page on gold, and yeah, we do need something a little bit more special. Glad that siren wasn't loud. I agree, we need something more special. I just don't know what that would be. Going to meet up with people and just stay in our cars. Nice. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for everyone's input. Mama Weasley, I feel the same way. I like it and I hate it. It's hard to find the balance. And thanks, Gita. That helps a lot. Well, I'm glad. I hate that we can't get together. We can if you would like to, but this one is harder. I do want to get together and do dark detectors soon, so we can at least see each other's faces from each other's cars. We should go to Fiddler's Green and do some dark detectors before the next brilliant event, or in between brilliant events, so we're not getting brilliant spawns from the dark detectors. Since it's all in the Night Bus challenges, if you can have a few you friends over to do fortresses and have Harry Potter marathon, make it a party out of it. Oh, that does sound fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's rough, but stay positive, do as much as you can, and don't worry if you don't finish. That's great advice, Emilio. Totally agree. It's, at the end of the day, it's not something that is, especially this community day and most community days, they're not like brilliant events where it's going to be unfinished forever if you don't complete them. So it's okay if you don't feel unmotivated. And I was just watching, there's this therapist on YouTube. I can't think of her name at the moment. Let me try to look it up for you really quick, because she did a really, it's not often that you would see a therapist cry. You know what I mean? Like, most of the time they're trying to keep professional and trying to be that, like, grounded person for you. And this therapist, she did a video and was just like, yeah, I'm feeling the struggles too. Her name is Katie Morton. K-A-T-I. Yeah, K-A-T-I Morton, M-O-R-T-O-N. She does a lot of really, really helpful mental health videos on YouTube. I highly, highly recommend. And she did a video just talking about how normal it is to be experiencing a lot of these emotions right now. There's so much change going on in the world, and there's a bit of realization for a lot of people that things are not going to go back to normal for a while, if ever. Things are probably going to be a whole new normal, and that in itself is going to throw a lot of people into this weird, like, imagine any kind of huge change that you can't control in your life. That's always going to throw everybody into a bunch of weird moods, and you're going to feel angry, and you're going to feel sad, and you're going to feel a lot of really, really intense emotions, and that's completely normal. And she just touches on that, and it's really nice to just see somebody that is a mental health specialist talk about how it is normal and how she's feeling it too, and how she is also struggling with finding motivations to do things. And she's also very, very much missing the old ways of life and crying how she won't be able to do things that she has wanted to do. I know that this is a lot harder for people that are, this is hard on everybody. This is really hard on extroverts. This is definitely hard on introverts. It's not that, like, even introverts, it's not that we don't like to hang out with people. You know, we get a lot more of our energy when we go back to being by ourselves. But that by no means means that we prefer to be alone all the time. Everybody likes human interaction, and everybody likes to have some sort of normalcy and things to look forward to, and a lot of things in life that give us hope and keep us going and keep us happy are goals. Giving ourselves goals in life to work towards and successfully working towards those and saving up. It could be a goal on, like, just going on a vacation that you're looking forward to, and all of that's taken away. There's no way to be able to plan for anything in the future right now, because the whole entire future is so unknown. And our whole entire lives, we've been able to plan for the future. We've been able to be like, okay, this is how life works. We're going to be able to just do these things, and I can kind of, like, set up a plan for myself and do this step and then this step and this step and I'll get there. And right now we can't. There's no knowing when things will get back to normal, what that normal will look like, and that's going to throw us into a lot of different emotions. And it's important that we let ourselves feel those emotions and don't get upset at ourselves for feeling those emotions, because you're not suppressing them, and therefore you're not going to manifest them into other problems. If we take our emotions and we shove them deep down within ourselves, it's going to manifest into some sort of pain. So like if you're wearing a lot of stress on your shoulders and everything is bearing, handle this, I can do this, you're going to get back pain. It's going to manifest into a physical problem so that you address this mental issue. So always know that you are a much, much stronger person by letting yourself feel your emotions. Know that you're really, really incredibly strong by letting yourself get angry, by letting yourself cry, by letting yourself feel things. That is so powerful, and it takes such strong emotional strength. And you are helping yourself a lot by forcing yourself to feel that and work through it and try to make it through on the other side. And it's beautiful, and I'm with you. I feel all those different things on multiple different days and throughout the day, and every single day it's like a little roller coaster, and sometimes the roller coaster takes a loop and sometimes it throws you on your side, but ultimately it's always going to be a ride. And you're going to have your friends there with you, and they will try to catch you if you start to fall out of the roller coaster. If your seatbelt comes loose, they're going to try to grab you and hold you in and keep you going. So don't be afraid to rely on other people. Don't be afraid to reach out and be like, hey, I'm having a hard time. Can we talk? Sometimes it's easier to confront your emotions by talking to a friend and feeling validated and hearing that they're feeling it too, or it's totally normal. And I'm letting you know this is totally normal. Everybody is thrown into this huge, huge change, and everything is going to feel different in life. And it's all going to be just a process of figuring it out and processing. And it's going to take time. But you're totally normal, and you are a beautiful human being. And I love you. Sorry for that, that was almost spiritually channeled out. So when that happens, I can't stop talking. I can't really control what I'm saying as much. It just comes out. And if you're spiritually connected at all, I know you feel me. And I'll likely have to watch that later to even know what I said. The universe is watching out for you guys. Your guides have your backs. Let me catch up on what you guys said. Yes, 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 I'm down. Yes, Dark Detectors. It did take Shinies 2 years to get to Pokemon Go. That's a good point. We're still within the first year of this game releasing. So, and like we talked about, there's the adversaries. You can actually go in your game and see them. If you go into your challenge section, I forgot about this the other day when I was pulling out my book. And if you go all the way over, these two, there's something. We don't know what they are yet, but these have to do with something. So I'm just waiting on finding out what that is. Sorry, catching up on chat. This feels a lot like when they adjusted the stats in Pokemon Go, where they changed the value of the different powers and whatnot. I know that was a big mess. Need my extroverted family to go out. I feel you. Introverts are happy to go out. We just need people around us that we're comfortable around to actually show that comfort. Garden is giving you a tiny sense of time and normalcy. Every day feels the same, except that the tomatoes are totally growing and not the same as last week. Oh, I love that. Oh, sweet, precious garden. Homegrown tomatoes, the best. I love homegrown tomatoes. Mental health is super important for everyone right now. People don't know from one day to the next if they will even have an income, and it takes a toll even on the strongest of people. It's very, very true. The economy is a whole other stressor for everybody. Like, not knowing if we're going to be thrown back into the same kind of life that we were living 10 years ago in 2008. Like, it's big feels, and it's okay to feel them. Usually a distraction from problems. That's why the game is a very, very nice distraction, and that's why I'm getting frustrated too, because it's just like, dang, we were all using this game, and now everybody's even afraid to play it. Like, that's not a fun feeling. I actually went back to Pokemon Go for a few days because I was like, at least I can play this freely. Oh, I'm glad it helped. Good idea to do, Chetons. Been picking up crafting and decided to try own little store or something. Oh, that's so fun, Mandy. I love that. Gratitude, guys. Don't be sorry, Gita. Thanks for sharing, and imagine how many people you helped today. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. That's all I ever want, is just to be helpful for you guys and help you feel more normal, because that's what I go to YouTube for, is to feel more normal. Introverts are closet extroverts. We want to get out and we want to have fun. We want to do all the things. We need people to help us feel that comfort. Always help me with mental health. Oh, I have so much love for you guys. Like, you guys have helped me with my own personal self-confidence. You have no idea. And I just want to be there for you guys as much as you have been for me. This whole channel, starting this, even doing these live streams, like, this was huge for me. And to be able to just sit here and chat with you guys is huge. Last year, if you go back to my super old videos, I was chopping out even my breaths. I was like, they can't even hear me breathe. I was so self-conscious. I was just like, they're gonna hear me like judge me. And now, if you'll notice, I'll like, in my editing, I'll leave in my mess ups, and I'll leave in where I'm stuttering, and just trying to show the real me. And that's the whole reason that I'm able to do that, is because you guys, and you guys are absolutely amazing with helping me feel comfortable being me, and I cannot thank you enough. Like, truly, truly. I have not felt like me since I lost my parents, and being able to do this, it's like, it's nice to be rediscovering the old me again and getting parts of me back and feeling fully comfortable again, and no longer having as much PTSD as last year with certain things. It's nice to feel happy and safe in the world again, somewhat, with everything going on. Do have to head back for another final. Glad you were able to stop by and see you for a bit. Definitely be joining for Conde live stream. Oh, yes, definitely talk to you soon, Slytherin Marauder. I hope you have a really good next final. Hope everything goes well, and I know that you are going to kill it. Which, actually, you guys, I was wondering about that the other day. What an odd phrase. Like, why do we say, oh, you killed it, or you slayed it, or like things like that? Like, normal is underrated. Weird is the best defense. By the way, I moved closer to you. Bicentennial is no longer the closest. Oh. Real you is fantastic. F fake. Totally agree. And welcome to the stream, Eric. Good to see you. Yeah, maybe you can join us for Dark Detectors. I'll try to post it on the Facebook group, like I said I would for Fiddler's Green, and maybe we can do everybody sit in their cars and actually still social distance, or maybe I'll just message you on Facebook. Well, we love the real you, and I'm proud of you for overcoming your fears and just diving in with us. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Aww. Breathing, please. It's soothing. It's not soothing when I'm like excited about what I'm talking about. I'm like, but I get you. I'm a little bit better about all of that now. Episky Post. Is that you? Is that your name on my friends list? It's hard to remember who's who. Was that you that we were battling with on the last community day? Or was that... I'll have to look back through my friends list, but I think maybe that was you. Fiddlers is amazing for all 3 Niantic games. It was really good for Pokemon. I'm not big on Ingress, as you know. But yeah, the 10 inns in 1 parking spot at Fiddlers. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Oh. Okay, I think I am going to wrap it up. Wow, it's been an hour and a half. Hey, it's been a normal length stream. Make sure if you are just jumping in and you didn't watch the beginning, go check out the beginning of the video where we go through and make a list of all the different challenge fragments that we have so that we can work on them and have an easy reference list for Community Day. That way, if you join me, you can just reference your list to know which runestones you should be using for which family, and you don't have to back out to the map and lose me in the night bus. I am going to try to just do enough battles to get people through unless there's like a lack of people on stream. But I'm going to try to get as many people through the challenge on Saturday. So just keep that in mind. We will pretty much just be doing dark chambers together so I can help as many people as possible. Had that problem too. Even forgot which of my friends' lists was my... That's pretty bad. Time flies when you're having fun. Very true. Aw, thank you so much, Mama Weasley. Yes, okay. I will see you guys probably for a short stream on Friday to help those of you that are, if you're rewatching and you're in a different part of the world, you're probably asleep right now. Or just waking up, but I will be trying to stream a little bit on Friday to help you across the world with your community days, and then I will be streaming most of Saturday on and off, giving myself little breaks to restock on energy. But yeah, that's the plan. Make sure to go rewatch the beginning of the stream if you missed it so that you can catch up and do all the different planning and whatnot. And I did talk about runestones a little bit and what the different levels mean and what the different families mean. Ooh, what's here? Hermione! Hey, we were just talking about her. I'm getting so low on dawdle drafts, but things keep running on me after like 1 cast. Come on. Oh, I got her. Yay. All right. What a good way to end the stream. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, my wand is down here. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I had such a fun stream. I'm really excited to get to battle with you guys this weekend. And until next time, you guys know what to do. Make sure to use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors. Boop, 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 boop. Nox.